There's an infinite number of universes out there. In many of them, there is a podcast by us. In one of them, it's good. Please enjoy.
What if the topics discussed near the pause impact where you go, and somewhere in this episode we try and talk about magic and wizards? And then we'll talk about, what if wizards had bicycles? Wouldn't that be better than a horse, really? It's sort of a more efficient technology. Horses are kind of, yeah. Anyway.
Wait, is it bike day?
It is ride.
It's go for a ride day. That can be anything, actually.
Slightly different. So that could be a horse, but, I mean, it's got a picture of a bike, so therefore I assume...
Some kind of land horse.
some kind of wheeled horse.
Hello and welcome to the But Yeah podcast with Eamon and Zeb. I'm Eamon.
And I'm Zeb.
And we're back. We took a week just to sort of travel around the big, big world out there and just think about our place in the universe.
We went for a ride. I went for a ride. I went over to one side of the town to the other. It was very relevant to today's day.
Wow, that's amazing. Tell me more about this ride.
Wow, on this ride, it's Go for a Ride Day today, the 22nd of November. It's a very special day. It's a day all about, going for a generic ride from A to B, I assume.
I love going from A to B on a ride. I do like finding other letters to go to, though. There's some really cool stuff at all the different letters. A lot of people just stick to A and B, but I like to broaden out to J and C and K and D and other ones.
Wait, do you still go to them in alphabetical order, though? Do you mean you go A, B, J, and then C?
I go A, B, J, D, K, C.
I don't think that's possible. Wait, is that an acronym for a webcomic? Is that what you were just spelling out?
I love popular webcomic A, B, K, C, J, D.
X, K, C, D.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think the destination, that's like a Pulp Fiction of bike rides. I wouldn't understand where I was at the end of it. I'd have to do the ride again to then know what actually happened.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. There's a lot of, when you travel between places, it can get pretty confusing because, you're trying to get to different places and it's not always clear which way to go. But, if you plot out, A, B, K, C, Q, R, W, Z, you can always find your way if you know where you're going.
Like a dot to dot, which draws an elephant. What'd you do today? Here's drawing an elephant. Oh, that's very good.
That's the ride. This drawing is the ride I went on today. Speaking of dot to dot, kind of off topic, but I had a picnic in the park with friends, and I brought art stuff, so I had an easel pad just on the ground. There was ants that crawled onto the pad, and so we were tracing behind the ants and following them around.
And the ants spelled out "help us"? We got turned into ants. Like a Ouija board, but like an ant Ouija board.
Dearest sir or madam, me and my cohort have been turned into ants in the late 1800s. We've travelled around this area for hundreds of years.
Ants are also immortal as well. Or we're the descendants of humans, therefore we know we're also humans.
Yeah, but it was a good picnic, and it was fun to trace ants and see what they draw, because they drew cool faces and stuff, and it was
anything
interesting.
Like human faces or ant faces?
Half.
Man, that sounds like a... Were they hitting on you? These ants are we should combine our species. The best, we have all these amazing characteristics, armored bodies and can lift things, and you humans have bigger.
You weak humans.
We could elevate you to a much better place, humans.
Okay, but go for a ride day, though, getting back on topic.
Imagine riding an ant.
Imagine riding an ant. That's what I'm going to do on Go for a Ride Day.
Like a giant ant, though. Not a little ant. Not like a regular-sized ant.
Do you remember when those kids rode the ant in that movie?
No.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
What movie's that?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Man, I don't remember that at all.
Really? They got small, and then they rode the ant, and then they ate the normal sized pie.
Wait, how big were they, and how big was the pie?
They were just slightly ant sized, and they rode an ant, and then they went and ate pie.
They ate a whole pie.
They ate some pie that had just been left in the grass.
Because that'd be like eating a house with a pie.
Yeah, like
They still require the same amount of sustenance, even though they're tiny. It just takes way longer, maybe.
They what I want to know is though, why is there like just a pie in the neighbor's yard?
Oh, maybe someone dropped a bit. Maybe. I mean, I've dropped a bit of pie. Not proud of it. I regret it. I think about it now and then, but maybe I fed some shrunken children and ants. Maybe the ants will bear us less ill will now as a result, because now that we can communicate with them, I guess we could find out. Like, ants, do you like me because I gave you pie by accident?
Do ants like things?
I assume they like gifts, like pie, like food-relevant gifts.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, so the good thing about an ant is if you give them a crummy gift, they love that stuff.
Yeah, it's just like a sweater. Like a Christmas sweater.
Yeah, covered in Christmas crumbs.
Yeah. Yeah, like it needs like crumbs. Ah, it was a pun. I get it. I don't understand words.
It's one of those slow release puns. Like you swallow it into your belly and then it's like the coating dissolves and then the joke releases and you just go, oh, that didn't feel good.
It was like another joke that had been split off into various smaller jokes, and you couldn't find them. But then later on, they turn up in your beard and stuff. Yeah, it was like, here's some little joke crumbs.
So do you want some information about this day though from daysoftheyear.com?
Yes, Days of the Year, guide us, show us the way for our path on this intrepid day.
Go for a Ride Day encourages you to get out into the world. Hop on your bike, into your car, or simply get your walking boots out of storage and go on a trip.
Wait. Pause on that. Is it going for a ride? Can you ride your boots? Is that technically a vehicle? Like, he specifically stated boot. Well, they specifically stated boots.
I rode these boots all over the city.
These boots were made for riding from A to B. It doesn't say, like, you can't do it barefooted. That doesn't count.
Well, you're not riding anything.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so if you're on a bike... Unpause. If you're on a bike and you're moving your feet in a simulated walking motion, you're riding the bike even though you're moving your feet as if you're walking.
This is like on a stationary bike?
No, on a bike. On a bike, you can't just like hold your feet straight and the bike goes. You have to move your feet as if you're walking.
Like you can't pedal?
No, I'm saying like when you normally ride a bike, okay, you pedal.
Yeah.
And that's like simulated walking, but faster.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is boots, you're in the boots and you're simulating walking and you just happen to be going at the same speed.
You just gotta, yeah, that makes sense. Like, what if you have to walk like you're riding a bike?
Like, what I'm saying is, like, on a bike, your feet aren't touching the ground, but in boots, either your feet aren't touching the ground either.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just there's no gears. And
well, I mean, not yet.
chain.
We haven't advanced our boot technology yet. What if there were those little, those little cups with the big bits of string?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no. I wouldn't think that wouldn't be. That's not controversial. I just wanted to bring up the idea of using cups for this day. I think that'd be really.
Oh, those walking cups.
Sweet. Yeah, just walk around on your cups.
Those cups that you have in primary school that you always fall over in and hurt yourself.
Yeah. If people don't know what those are, well, look up walking cups. I assume.
I think they're called romper stompers or something.
Romper stompers. Well, isn't that an outfit? No,
a romper is an outfit, and actually that's what someone at the picnic was wearing yesterday, and I said it was the most British thing I've ever heard.
Man,
this is a romper.
Reckon that's actually the other part of the outfit, like to have full romp.
You got your romper. Where are your stompers?
I don't know what the headgear that goes with that armor full setup is. Like probably one of the like a cup on your head.
I mean, you're gonna need a good helmet for these romper stompers because you're gonna fall over.
Yeah, that's a good point. Just a regular anything that provides some safety. Not one of those leather caps because I don't think they protect anyone. But metal.
Okay, so I'm gonna ride my boots out of this city. Do you want some history about this day?
Yeah. Yes.
So November 22nd has seen various developments of the transportation industry since as early as 1904, making Go for a Ride Day a celebration of not only cars, but any mode of transportation that strikes your fancy. In 1904, a man named Matthias Pfatscher, living in Philadelphia, was the first American to
patent... That name isn't real. That hasn't got vowels.
Matthias Keysmash. First American to patent the pioneer direct electricity and interpol motor. Sure. Oh. Electric car, I guess, 100 years ago. He was early.
I guess they hit it. Or it didn't go very fast.
Or very far. In 1927, another American inventor named Carl J. Eliason from Sinor, Wisconsin, acquired the patent for the snowmobile. He acquired the patent for this snowmobile.
So he didn't invent it, he just
stole it.
This man's notable because he bought this technology.
Which definitely drastically changed the lives of many of the inhabitants of Wisconsin for the better. In 1977, the regular mass service had their trial run on the famed supersonic Concorde. As you can see, November 22nd has been an important day for various areas of the transportation industry.
I love that in theme with the usual sort of let's see what arguments we can force into existence. That wasn't that vehicle was invented. That was this guy vaguely interacted with this vehicle
and
on this day.
And 100 years ago, somebody ate an apple on this day. 50 years later, somebody...
While in a car.
While in a car, it was recorded that someone else ate an apple in a car. And that's why, to this day, we still celebrate eating an apple in a car day. My God, this is one of the longest ones. But the spiel is so good. Do you want some more, or do you want to take a tangent for a moment?
I am learning and I am enjoying.
Okay, this is important information because, if you don't know how to take a ride, you're not going to know what to do. So, depending where you live in the world, you could spend this day traveling somewhere into the unknown by boat, plane, helicopter, car, motorcycle, roller skates, skateboard, or even more old-fashioned modes of transports like a horse, sleigh, or horse-drawn carriage.
Or boots.
Or romper stompers.
Oh, yeah. Anything between your feet and the ground counts, I guess.
See, the problem that I have is, at a certain point, getting on a train is just becomes like getting in a moving building. And at a certain point, you're not riding it anymore. You're just in it, and it's moving.
I don't know. It's. I think a train still counts as riding, but I don't know how big it would get. I don't know if I'd call it riding if you're on a cruise in a big boat. Riding a boat?
I am going on a cruise though in December, so I'll let you know if it feels like riding.
Is it riding the boat?
It sounds very like cowboy western. I lassoed the cruise and I ride it into the sunset.
You should say to people whenever you're referring to the cruises, I'm going for a boat ride.
Yeah, I'm going for a boat ride. That
doesn't sound that bizarre, actually. In my head, that sounded more like... But actually, it sounds legit, I guess. But say it's silly.
I'm going for a boat ride.
While riding my shoes, how many things can I ride simultaneously? I'm going to ride these shoes on this bike on this boat. I mean, you can kind of say you're riding the planet.
I'm going for a boot ride.
A boot cruise.
Well, no, when I go for a walk in my boots, I call it a boot ride.
Why is she called Little Red Riding Hood?
Why is she? I guess you can ride a hood, maybe? Like
in the ghetto? She rode down into this hood?
I think the hood is riding... I think the hood is riding her.
What?
Because it's on, her back, and she's, carrying the hood.
Why is that notable? That's...
well, when you carry... When you carry a backpack,
Here's
you
little
say,
riding.
I'm taking my backpack for a ride.
That is true. I say that often. I guess that's what. I guess okay. Objection rescinded.
Objection accepted.
Yeah. Red Riding Hood. Okay.
So
sense.
if you have a boat, use it to spend some time out on the peaceful water, just floating around and daydreaming. Dangerous. And if you live in a place where air tickets are relatively cheap, like Europe, for instance, take a one-day trip to the capital of another country. Walk the cobblestone streets, try the local specialties, and enjoy being in an entirely new place. However you decide to celebrate Go for a Ride Day, make sure it is a celebration of freedom and the open road.
Boy, that's. I agree.
This is one thing we can all agree on. Open road, freedom, got my boots that I'm riding.
All you need is a road, some boots, and who needs a destination? You make up that You start with A and go somewhere. Who needs B?
Yeah, I like all those cowboy movies where he rides his boots into the sunset.
Yeah, just walks off, like doing the cowboy walk off into the sunset. Just like,
well, my work here is done.
Oh, he looks like he has a rash. Man, I've been watching a lot of Red Dead Redemption, which is a cowboy game, lately.
Hmm.
There's a lot of riding in that game. It's mostly riding, really. On horses. I mean, you can walk, but really, you jump on your horse, you activate cinematic mode, and then you don't even really play it. The game just sort of like does its thing.
Hmm.
And most of the time, it just crashes into people. It's not very. I'm not sure whether that's by design. Like horses are
very dangerous creatures.
They hate their rider and want to throw them off frequently, so they bump directly into trees all the time. Just fling the rider over. I was watching my housemate play, and just like the amount of incidents from just like there was a guy on the road who was just like sick or dying or something like that. And I need to get to a hospital. He's like, okay, I'm going to do a good deed and save this guy. And he was like riding into town. This guy going, I'm going to die. He gets into town, and this guy, like, as you're riding down this road, at the end of the road, there's a guy standing on the edge of the road, like, looking at you, essentially. Kind of like when you're driving and, like... but in this case, I don't know. Point is, he just sort of turned around and, like, backed into the horse, got wrecked, and then the cops started chasing him. And he's trying to put this guy in the hospital the whole time. Oh, that's an example of what not to do when you're going on a ride, I guess. That's the danger of going for a ride day. What if someone tries to obstruct your ride by backflipping onto you?
Yeah, that'd be a problem. Especially if you're not on a protective horse to keep you safe.
Yeah, if you're just regularly riding your boots and then someone backflips into you, that'd be someone walking around on cups or something like that. Just
yeah,
they wouldn't see you because they're a head above you. And they're looking lofty towards the skies, enjoying their higher experience. Not looking down on the people below, the lowly ants that are humans. These cup walkers.
Oh man, yeah. Do you reckon, like, if you got like those cups, and you went into the office that you work in, and you stood above everyone, they would make you the boss?
I reckon. But that would just lead to an escalating problem, though. Because logically, the boss, who was the boss, goes, I'll show him. And he gets 2 pairs of cups. and maybe a taller hat. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, it does count.
Yeah, and like he just comes in with like a long top hat, 2 cups that he's walking on. And then he's the boss. And then it's... That's how you lead to the office war, as everyone's way too tall. Everyone comes in on a pile of cups, just everyone's heads like scraping along the ceiling.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Riding their cups into work.
But I mean, that's business.
It's
a cutthroat business.
Imagine if that political system then extended outside of buildings, though, because in buildings there's a ceiling on it. Like, it can only get so out of control. But in the light of day outside of a building,
man, in the open road,
it could get pretty.
When no one can tell you how tall you can be, out on that big long stretch of asphalt, you can be as tall as you want.
Yeah, you could take a ride into the skies.
I'm sure there's some quote by like a famous I don't know, motivational speaker is like, out on the open road you can stand as tall and free as you want. This is what he was talking about.
Heaps and heaps of cups. Imagine you could have a challenging core, like it's a road with just rows and rows and rows of cups, and you just step on the first ones and go and then you step on the next one and acquire that into your and it's like a stairway that you become a part of as you ascend it.
Yeah.
Down the road. And then I assume that's heaven. That's how you ascend into the afterlife, maybe.
There was President Theodore Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt, who once said, "Speak softly and carry a big stick." And I think that's what he was talking about, is literally like carrying a thing to stand up tall on so you could tower over your enemies.
Like a stick that he could scuttle up and then be taller than them.
And then just lean down on them and speak softly. And you're fucking all this up. Please get out.
What was his? Here comes sticky stick man from his high lofty abode on top of the stick. He scares me.
Is he in this picture I have of him? Which is kind of like a photograph but drawn. He's bigger than a town.
Is he a wizard?
He looks like a wizard. He looks like...
Is that what the stick is? It's a magic stick? Like a staff?
I'll see if I can send you this image of our good large friend Teddy Roosevelt. I mean, this is like the photographs of the day. And this is how they represented him, as big as like a port.
That's terrifying. No wonder he was president. You couldn't not elect that guy.
This big stick will crush us all.
He's not even that tall. He's not actually that big. He's just on cups. Although he's not wearing his shoes in this photo, so...
No. That's how I feel when I wear my cups, though. That big.
Yeah. Wow. Lucky...
There's a lot to process here.
What's the stick says big stick on it in this picture.
This is like a political cartoon for those listening at home. And Teddy Roosevelt is there. He doesn't have a label, so we just know it's him because he's face. But we have like an island that says debt collection. No, it's a boat. There's a bunch of boats that he's pulling along. And they all have political labels of like what they represent. But then his big stick represents big stick.
This says big stick. That's the concept it represents. The birds are pretty big too. Why are there birds that are equivalent to him in size?
Well, he was alive a long time ago.
I mean, is he a relative of our good boy Paul Bunyan?
Our very large American son?
Yeah. Wow. They must be related.
They must be. Speaking of relating things to other things, let's go relate something to this conversation in the ad zone.
Let's... wait, I've got a better way. I'm going to hop on my cups.
Alright, I'm going to ride my boots into the ad zone.
Thump, 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 thump. Do you love going on rides and going on adventures and such? But do you absolutely hate wearing pants though? Don't you hate it? That's like a prison for your crotch. What if we could take something from history and bring it into the modern world, thus solving all of our problems? Remember how cowboys wore arseless chaps when they rode horses, not bikes? What if we took that and applied it to bikes, but also just wore the arseless chaps and no pants underneath? Wouldn't that be liberating on a bike? Maybe, yeah. Call now. Get your arseless chaps. but it's for modern era. They look like biker pants that have just been cut down the middle. They're great. Go for a ride. Alternatively, what if you want more pants? What if it's too cold and you want to leave the house? Then get our other product. Heaps of pants, layered pants. Like one layer of pants, and then there's another slightly larger layer of pants, like stapled outside of those pants. And you put those pants on, you're just like, whoa, this is more pants than I've ever worn at once. This is wild. This is maximum pants. Even more pants. Pants within pants. It's like pantception. Layered pants. Up to 8 pants. Each pant with a different theme and show associated with it. Get these layered pants. They're really good for quests. You can go on journey wearing these pants. Maybe with each successive journey you come across, you add a layer of pants, and then as you come away from as you take away a layer. Not in Australia, we wouldn't wear these pants right now. It's a bit too hot for that kind of pant activity. I mean, if you're an American listener, I'm sure if you're in America, it'd be a great idea to get all these tracksuit pants. You'd be dying for it. Here in Australia, though, nah. Maybe at best, I'd get like a really long pair of pants with like a zip downs, and like it would have 8 levels of zip from pants up to shorts, and I just zip all the long ones and go right to shorts because it's hot here. It's absolutely, especially here in the studio. It's no fans allowed. Eamon took all the fans. He says that they make for bad recording. I think it's background lovely ambient sound. Hey Eamon, what you? He's off getting spaghetti. Eamon, he'll be back soon. But yeah. Bring me back some spaghetti. But yeah, that's some ads. Hey, what? There's like a red light on the pause machine though. Hey, Eamon, what's the red light mean? Has a note. Oh, there was a note in front of it. It's kind of peeling off. It's post-it notes. They're just peely. Do not touch, Eamon. Good advice. I wonder if pause still works. I'm gonna try that. I guess I should leave a note too. I mean, if Eamon leaves a note, I'm gonna also leave a note. I'm gonna leave the most eloquent, long-winded note in cursive. Dear how thou. Yeah. Let's try it. Pause.
Alright, I'm back. Zeb? Hey Zeb. Are you in the studio? Where'd you go? Are you in the cupboard? Are you hiding? You're not in the cupboard? Okay. Alright. I guess I'll call you. You might have had to leave quickly or something. Pick up. Oh, there's a note. BRB pausing. Zeb, what have you done, Zeb? I told you not to pause alone. What the heck? Didn't even take his riding boots. Okay, I guess I can go pause as well, and maybe I can catch up with him. I don't think either of us ever paused alone. Let me try. Pause. Oh heck, what the hell is this place? Oh wow, this is like a giant forest. What the heck? What is that? Zeb! Are you here? Wow, it's dark here. This is not good. I should probably go back.
Help me!
Oh shit!
I'm a tiny hedgehog, I need help, please! Someone help me!
Oh god! The pterodactyl's got me by the arms and it's pulling me up into the tree. What the fuck? Oh man. Oh, there's all little baby pterodactyls up here.
Help me!
Are you a hedgehog?
The pterodactyls are trying to eat me, please! I just want to go home!
Yeah, but like we're in a pterodactyl nest and there's like 5 little cute baby pterodactyls and then there's you. What are you doing here?
The pterodactyl's trying to eat me!
Oh, okay.
I'm scared!
Okay, jump into my backpack.
Okay!
I would just jump down out of the tree. Slide out of the tree, I guess. Oh, man. This is not a good adventure. Oh, we gotta get away from here real fast.
Go that way.
Oh, my God. I think we're away now. Man, it's dark out here. What are you doing out here? And also, you can talk?
All hedgehogs can talk, yes.
This is the worst experience I've ever had.
I nearly got eaten by a pterodactyl. I nearly died. Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome. I don't know what to do now. I thought I was looking for my friend.
I'm looking for my home.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to home from what I know. Do you want to come with me to my home and we'll try to find, work from there?
I'd like that, yes.
Alright, unpause. That didn't do anything. Unpause. Okay, we're still in the forest. This is weird. This has never happened before. Maybe this is what's happened to Zeb.
Did you think yelling funny words would do something? Are you a wizard?
No, I'm not a wizard. We do yell, these words that, take us places sometimes, but, it's meant to take me home when I say unpause, but it doesn't. And now I'm, stuck in this forest, and I've got no phone reception.
Maybe we could find someone to help us get you home, and me home.
Yeah. Or maybe... I wonder if pause still works. I wonder if we can go to a different place, just not home. I think we should try that because it's pretty dark here. I don't think we're going to last the night if we stay here in Jurassic fucking Park, whatever this is. But let's try it. Pause. Oh, this is way nicer. This is
Ooh.
This is like a department store with couches and stuff. Oh, this is perfect. All right, have a seat. Let's sit down and figure this out.
I like it here.
Yes.
There do not seem to be any pterodactyls.
No, it's great. It's just a bunch of clothes racks and some nice bright colored couches. I love it.
Yeah.
We can just chill here for a bit. I would have thought if Zeb went to this place, he would have stayed here, but I guess he must have been on some sort of stupid adventure.
All adventures are stupid, aren't they?
I know, right?
Why are you on one?
Because I'm trying to find my friend who ditched me.
That's not nice of him.
No. My name's Eamon, by the way.
I'm Lime.
Is that because of the color of your spikes?
Yes. I was born with green spikes, and my family don't love me anymore. And that's how I ended up in the nest with pterodactyls.
It's alright. It's
okay. It's okay. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna prove to them that I'm very brave.
So where
and then they'll love me.
Yeah. Where is your home?
It's where all the other hedgehogs are.
Is it a place? Has it got a name?
It's called Green Hill.
Oh, right, lime. Is everything green there?
No, just the hills and the trees. Everything else is normally colored except me.
Oh, wow. That must be weird. This sounds really familiar, but I can't quite put my fingers on what it reminds me of. Long day.
It's familiar to me because it's my life.
Yeah. I've still got no phone reception here. I don't think I can get home. This is not good. This is really bad. This has never happened before. And I'm kind of stressing out. I don't know what to do.
We could just pause a lot.
Is that... I don't know. That doesn't... just go to the middle and just keep going until we get to wherever Zeb is. Because it's got to end somewhere, doesn't it?
Yeah. Is it a tunnel? A burrow?
Hang on. You probably don't belong where pterodactyls are, I'm guessing.
No, I do not.
So, did you have, a moment where you just felt all of a sudden everything changed and you were somewhere else?
Well, my family told me that I had to prove myself that I was a great hedgehog adventurer, just like my grandfather hedgehog. And so I decided to go out into the world, and then one night I burrowed underneath this big tree, and then when I had come out from sleeping, I was surrounded by pterodactyls.
Okay, right. Yeah, it sounds like you've gotten stuck in this whole mess with us.
Yeah, I just want to go home.
Me too. Okay. All right, let's go deeper. Let's try get you home.
Okay, thank you.
Pause.
Next time on the But Yeah podcast.
Isn't that someone else? Are we missing someone, or is this it?
What do you mean missing someone?
You feel it too, right? This isn't just me. Like,
I might feel it too. I might feel it too is the problem.
Okay, what would you say to your alternate self?
go outside more often, I guess. I don't fucking know. Like,
yeah, we
We're in a pocket dimension. Cool, fun vibe.
What is going on?
Weird.
Kamara, what the fuck are they talking about?
I have no idea. I think sometimes when people get translocated, their bits of their brains don't come with them.
That hasn't happened to us, has it? I'm not hallucinating them, right?
Are you a legendary hedgehog? Have you fought any gallant battles?
I ran away from a pterodactyl once.
Have I told you this story before?